From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You okay over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Ow, my beard just got caught in my microphone. I pulled out like 5 hair. Oh, damn. I trimmed that up. You know when it's so long that it gets caught in things?
Yeah.
You ever been there?
Mm.
Yep. Jeez. Shut up, Shem. What? Shut up. Damn. I used to have that. Did you ever have that when you had long hair?
What? The hair just falls out?
No, like it would
everywhere?
just get caught in things. Like you'd like sit on something and you didn't realize it was wrapping around it on the back. And then you'd like go to stand up and you'd.
Yeah. The worst was when, the days where I washed my hair like with shampoo and conditioner or whatever.
Yeah, super silky.
Yeah. And, but like the hair would just like, sometimes it would fall out like at the bottom of the tub.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I remember like when I had long hair, if I was like on a road trip or something like that, and then I remember I put my head on the side of the window to fall asleep, but because of all the bouncing and like highways and country roads, my hair got wrapped up in that top buckle of the seatbelt, like the clip on the top, and I had to get a friend to help me untangle my hair out of the seatbelt.
Or sometimes when I wear like a snapback and I put the ponytail.
Oh, you put the ponytail through?
Yeah, like a tennis player.
Like a ladies tennis player?
Sorry, like a ladies tennis player.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a mom who golfs?
Totally.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So you did that?
I did that.
You put it through the hole?
Yeah.
Now, when you...
Shut up, Shem.
Wait a second. Hold on. I need to know. Because I never did that.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
I never did that. I like actively like... So when you would do that, when you would put your hair in a ponytail, explain this to me, do you...
Not all the time. It wasn't like all the time.
Okay, that's fine.
Like I don't get it twisted. This isn't like an everyday occurrence. I know I wear ball caps every day, but like the ponytail through the snapback hoop wasn't every single time.
Once is enough. So when you...
Yeah.
Okay, so when you did it, did you put the hat on with the snapback undone and then loop the snapback underneath the ponytail and do it up? Or did you keep the snapback done up, reach around, grab the ponytail, fish it through, put the hat on?
Number two.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good technique.
Yeah.
Did you ever use a scrunchie or just straight up elastics?
No, just hair elastics.
Just hair elastics.
Yeah.
Did you ever find a long piece of your own hair in your bum?
No.
You've never done that?
No.
That was one of the things with me when I had long hair.
In your bum.
In my bum. Like sometimes I'd...
Like not in the crack.
No. Like sometimes I would be in the shower.
Yeah.
You never had that?
No.
Come on.
I swear.
Really? Where you're just like showering and you can like when you're washing back there and you feel and then you grab a hair and you pull the hair, right?
And it's coming out of your
and
butt.
It's coming. It feels like it anyway.
No.
I don't know if it's actually in your bum.
No, like I felt like
But you
long strands like on my shoulder
No,
or whatever.
not the shoulder. That's natural. But you've never had one like where you pulled it, where you were in the shower and you pulled it and it literally felt like it was coming out your bum?
No.
I think that all long-haired people experience that. I think it's inevitable. And I don't know how it gets there, whether it's like it makes its way in or it makes its way through or whatever it is. But that used to happen frequently with me. No. Interesting.
Like every day frequently?
No, not every day. I mean, I wouldn't know because I didn't shower every day.
The days that you did shower.
Pretty much, yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Tina. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What do you got going on over there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there background noise? I'm sorry.
No,
that's okay.
Go ahead.
What is your question?
Okay. So I've been listening to you guys since the beginning, since before the Roz and Mocha. I've been listening to Kiss my whole life, basically.
Okay.
And so this question is for Roz. In the recent podcast, like for the past month or so, I've been finding Roz to be more loose and easygoing. So my question was, has he started smoking weed or taken edibles recently or something?
Why? You think he's like happier, a little more relaxed? Like, what's the vibe that you get from him now?
Yeah, I've always loved the chemistry between Roz and Maury. That's actually what really pushed me into the show because I was just like, oh, poor Maury. And I just feel like he jokes around with Maury a lot more than teasing, and he's just a lot more easygoing when it comes to like jokes and just everything. Like Mocha, you're always laughing, you're always in a great mood, whereas Roz is like, well, you know. And,
yeah, Roz is Roz.
Roz is Roz, and I find like he's a lot more happier and laughing and easygoing, and just
So Roz, are you smoking weed? Are you taking edibles?
No.
Okay.
No. But I find it interesting that you think that I'm a lot more chill and easygoing these days. I don't know. There's no real explanation for it.
Is it because
I don't know.
you're getting excited for the upcoming wedding?
No.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, come on, Jesus. I'm
Why would you not be excited?
like, no, but I am excited, but that's not the reason I'm chill. Like, for God's sakes.
Okay. Or is it because for a long time you had been so focused on writing the memoir? So you were kind of like your mind was in that world along with working here, and at the time you were still working at ET Canada. Yeah. Right?
That may have something to do with it. But I don't feel any more chill. You know, like I'm not, I like, to me, this is news to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, you saying that I sound sort of more chill or like that I'm smoking weed or edibles. Like to me, I don't feel any different.
Okay.
Like I still feel all tense and wound up and
I got you.
I shut up, Maurice.
Just ready to explode.
Yeah, like I do. I still feel like I'm ready to explode all the time. Now, if that doesn't translate, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe people prefer listening when I sound a little bit more chill. I don't know. I certainly don't feel that way though. And even talking about this, like it makes me angry when somebody accuses me of being chill. Like I don't like it, right? Like I don't like when somebody gets me wrong, right? Like it bothers me.
I knew.
And for you, and then to just be like, hey, are you smoking weed or doing edibles, right? Like there could be nothing else, right? Like I have to medicate myself in order to be a regular person. Like that's immediately where your head goes. And then I start getting like real super pissed off, right? And I'm going to think about this for a week now. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
I knew this is the road we were going to go down as soon as Tina asked.
That's why I said when I posted it, it was supposed to be a joke.
Well, guess what? Haha, hilarious. Tina, thank you for your question. For everybody, thank you for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show.
I'm itchy now. I'm itchy.
Like
I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like I'm itchy.
Tina, we love you. Before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Always has been and always will be Roz.
Oh. We got a weird way of showing it, lady.
Because, like, you're kind of just like, I love your advice. It's always just like the fatherly advice that I've never
Shut up, okay? I don't want to be your dad. Okay? I'm not your dad. Okay?
Okay.
Tina, you're the best. Thank you.
Bye. Love you, Tina.
Thank you. Love you guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Question for you. If one piece of bread is moldy, do you throw out the whole loaf?
No.
Yes. Depends where on the bread. Like, what part of the loaf? Is it one of the end pieces?
Like, let's say you open the bag and the first piece you see is moldy.
Yeah, but it's in the bag. It's like the mold is breathing in there.
I'll still go to the middle.
You will, huh?
Yeah. Would you? I know, like, if my wife were standing there,
yeah,
and if she saw, that loaf is gone.
Okay.
If it's me,
yeah,
I'm going to use what I can.
Okay.
Because I work hard for my money and my money I'll pay for that.
I know, but it's mold.
Okay. So I want to play you. I want to play you this. I want to play you this. This is an argument between two dudes. I think I found this on. I think it was like Barstools. I think one of the guys might be like Twitter famous or something. I don't know his name though, but they're hysterical. So this is a fight between two friends where they're standing in the kitchen and one friend was about to make lunch and the other friend threw out the whole loaf of bread because one piece was moldy. And this is the disagreement between these two philosophies.
First of all, the bread was molded. I threw the bread away because it was molded. Who the you get too much money. You throw some bread away for? It ain't hit anything. If it's molded, if any slice don't get touched, it don't hit anything. Just like if the mice hit some bread, you don't throw the whole bag, the whole loaf of bread away. That's what we do at my house. If it don't fucking bread is molded, you throw the bread away. He wanted to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He bitch about me throwing bread away. And then he want to eat big bread on a prison truck. Get the out of here, man. You want some dumb shit? Stupid ass. Go get some bread. Don't right around the corner.
Oh my God.
Don't touch. But I don't want to get up and go somewhere when I was chilling. I already had my plan. I'm going to make me 2-3 PBJs, slicing, eating little chips on the side. It was molded, dog. The whole loaf was molded, man. It is not molded. If some slice at the top molded, you throw the whole loaf away. You take them and you throw them. You don't do you was raised there. Man, Jackie would have threw that shit away. You ain't put that mud on Jackie.
Oh my God.
He ain't never eat no molded bread. In the supermarket, the mice crawling over and touching. They got people in the supermarket that walk around the supermarket that be grabbing they spot and they pull the old out. That don't mean every loaf because the mice only hit two loaves and went through them. What about the loaves he didn't touch? I don't want to hear that. The is you doing? I threw that away, man. Molded, man.
Wow.
Okay.
Did they throw it away?
Okay, so he threw it away. He threw it away. So I'm with you, Mocha.
If it's the first piece, the first slice.
But then you have to, like, it would take you literally 2 seconds to go online and realize what happens to mold inside a sealed sort of plastic bag.
That's what I said. It's breathing
where
in there.
it's just like, it's not like if there's mold on one, there is mold on all. It just may not be moldy. So if
just throw the whole bag away, right, Shem?
No, I grew up in a Guyanese household.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you kidding me? That loaf is being eaten.
Yo, if that was my, like, growing up, my dad would pick up the slice of bread that had the mold on it and just tear that piece off.
Exactly.
And toss it.
I've done that. I've cut the mold off a piece that was moldy and just threw it in the toaster.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thinking that the heat from the toaster would kill whatever I might have missed.
Sure. And guess what? You're still here to tell the tale.
Look at me, right? Super healthy. Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
It's Lena. We've spoken before.
Lena just texted Roz, and you are going to love this. Okay. This is like right up your alley. Cater to you, sir.
Hit me.
So, yeah, I had a dream last night about you, Roz.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I know it's been a while.
As we all know, Roz loves hearing about other people's dreams. Go ahead, Lena. What happened?
Okay.
So I actually was at IKEA and picking up items. So I dreamt I was at IKEA again, and I was loading up my truck with the stuff I bought. And then Roz out of nowhere comes to me, and he is like, hey, do you need help with that? And I'm like, huh? Where'd you come? But then you notice I have a portable smoker that we take camping all the time, and you were started asking questions, and then we ended up talking about food for like hours and hours, and I woke up.
Oh, God. So stupid.
You think you're going to catch Roz at IKEA asking people if they need help loading stuff in their vehicle?
Just going to say.
I was like, this is so weird.
Like, that is like somebody would be like, you know, hey, can you give me a hand with this? Where I would literally say, in your dreams.
That's the only time it'll happen.
There you go.
Roz seems like the type of person that if someone, like if he saw someone like struggling to put an item into a vehicle, you would not get out to help, but you would sit there and watch to see how the situation played out.
Oh,
100%. I wasn't struggling. I was just kind of like, putting my stuff in, and Roz was like, hey, you want help? And I'm like, what the heck did you even come from?
No, and I'll tell you, I'm always hesitant to do stuff like that anyway, because I think that, like, if you were a woman, even though it's IKEA and it's busy and stuff like this, like, if me looking the way that I do and as tall as I am and everything else, and I come up to you and I'm like, hey, do you want some help with that? I will automatically assume that the woman thinks that I'm going to like Buffalo Bill her, right? Where I'm like, you're suddenly like, I'm a kidnapper, right? Like I'm not actually trying to help you. I'm trying to abduct you.
Right.
So I don't do it. I don't put myself in those situations, right? I don't want to get maced at IKEA, right? No thanks, Predator. Keep move along.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's amazing. Lena, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well.
Welcome to it, y'all.
Payday.
Is it?
Sure is.
Whew. What are you going to do with all your money, Maury?
Well, half of
What's
it's already
the
gone.
first thing you should do with all your money?
Well, automatic stuff already comes out.
Okay, that's good. What's
called-
automatic stuff?
That's called automatic.
Yeah.
Mortgage payment, loan payment, and then the insurance payment.
Bro, that loan from 6 years ago?
Yeah, man.
Mortgage payment.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay, so your mortgage payment comes out.
Mortgage, loan.
How much
insurances.
is your loan payment?
Every paycheck, it's $150.
Okay.
Bro, you're just paying.
That's like pesos on your paycheck, though, Maury.
You're only paying the interest then.
Yeah, well, I need some money left over for me.
Okay.
So.
How much is your mortgage payment?
Every pay, it's $750.
Okay, so you are now like what, $900 in, and then so what's the insurance thing that you said?
Car and home.
And which is
together, it's $180.
Okay, so you're still like maybe floating around $1,000.
Then why does it all just disappear?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Look at that big ass chocolate bar you brought today.
I don't know.
Some of it's there.
I don't know. You should have lots of money, man. Like
you'd think.
No, you should. It's not a matter of opinion. It's like I don't know what you do with it.
No one does.
No, you do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And $80 each week for the food box.
Okay. So that's food.
Yeah.
That's a normal expense that people have.
Yes.
Is food.
Yes. So
Right.
I have no. Oh, and then Uber Eats. Yeah, and then we're.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
That adds up.
Yeah.
It does,
Open your Uber
man.
Eats and bring your phone over here.
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
had to take an Uber yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My truck, oh my God, it started leaking something.
Oil.
What color was it?
It was like rear differential fluid or something like that. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I bring it in, and then I'm just like, all this other stuff needed to be done to it, brake pads.
Isn't
and-
that the best? But they're like, we also found.
God, man, it was just stuff I was avoiding. So like $2,000 later, I'm just like, oh,
boy.
for God's sake. Yeah, it needed it though. It was making all sorts of terrible sounds, and so it's running
Oh
great
my
now.
God. Damn it, Maury has 3 orders in a row from Jack Astor's.
The stuff's good.
It is good.
No, I
It
know.
is good. How
But
much? What's your order cost, Maury, from Jack Astor's?
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Mocha can tell you.
Oh my God. Is this for one person? Is this just for you?
No, I always order for myself and my man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My man.
So the
Okay.
very first thing on here,
Yes.
1 side of beef gravy.
Oh, best. Best. Yeah.
1 Thai sesame chicken stir fry.
Oh, okay. That sounds expensive. At a place like Jack Astor's.
Substitute crispy fried chicken.
Oh,
Okay.
no. No grilled for me.
You always have to click on the tab under the order that says show more because it'll
Yeah.
show
Oh, yes.
what was added or
Thank
changed.
you.
Right? 1 order of Hunter's chicken.
What's that?
Show more.
Show more.
Add garlic pan bread for $7.94.
Oh, have you had moist bread?
Add a side of gravy, please. May I remind you, the
so
very
good.
first item on this thing was a side order of beef gravy already.
Gravies?
Okay. 2 ginger ales. 1 chocolate peanut butter cheesecake
Which we forgot in the fridge for 3 days.
for a grand total of $91.93.
Wow.
Let me tell you the crazy thing with you, More, is that when you post pictures of what you eat, like when you look at your social media, vegan black bean tacos tonight, right?
Because that's what I made.
Okay. And then, but what you don't post is, can I substitute the fried chicken and make it double gravy? Right? Like, you don't post that order.
The night before that order was also from Jack Astor's.
No!
Yes.
Oh, we was hungry.
2 sauced and tossed chicken fingers and fries. Chicken fingers and fries are the best, by the way, from Jack Astor's.
They are the best.
2 ginger ales. Okay,
Always.
that was the night before.
You're in ginger ale from Jack Astor's? Buy ginger ale at the store.
I guess we.
Why are you ordering? How much are they charging for a can of ginger ale?
Like $2.50
with delivery and everything else. That's like
That, by the way,
that's a $4 can of ginger ale.
That, by the way, was a $59
Oh,
order
more. You're $150 in 2 days
at Jack Astor's.
at Jack Astor's.
But so good with that gravy.
$150 in 2 days.
Well, I got some fruit for you if you'd like,
Thank
you know?
you.
But I'm good. I'm full. I had a Kit Kat.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of money, man. No wonder you're broke.
Not to mention the week before,
Yeah.
Maury ordered back-to-back again from other places. One spot was $67.
Oh, Maury.
The very next night was an order for $61.
Are you like $500 a month on Uber Eats? Close to it, I would say.
I mean, give or take.
No, I would say close to it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Damn. Probably more, I would say.
That's why I go in the red.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah.
Last thing I'm
Hit
going to
me.
read.
Hit
I
me.
can't believe you did this.
Hit me.
What did I do now?
Yeah.
Maury ordered from the place, I believe this is across the street or down the street from your condo.
Wahlburgers?
No. For a total of $6.86.
Maury Sherman.
2 cans of A&W root beer.
Maury Sherman. Maury Sherman.
But I could explain.
No. There is no explanation why you would order 2 cans of root beer on Uber Eats.
For $7! What the hell?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, here we are on the eve of night 1 of WrestleMania.
Oh, no.
39. Shem, the wrestling group chat is going to go bananas tomorrow and on Sunday as well. Sunday night, WrestleMania Sunday night is the only Sunday night of the entire year that I stay awake way past my bedtime.
That's true.
It's the only thing that keeps me awake.
Yeah. What time's WrestleMania finish on Sunday? Like, what's it, is it like a 10 or an 11?
No, it'll be closer to like midnight.
Really?
Yeah, it'll,
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
It'll be like 4 or 5 hours each night.
That's rude.
I just saw on the WWE YouTube channel, I don't think they've ever done this before. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shem. But they released the intro for what is going to be played before night 1 and night 2. They always do this big production piece.
They've done a lot of stuff I don't think they've ever done. They like a whole Wheel of Fortune week and everything.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're
because
right.
it's in LA.
Yeah.
It's labeled as
Yes, Hollywood.
WrestleMania Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's a very familiar voice that you'll hear. And he appears in this video for WrestleMania Goes to Hollywood.
There's only one person on planet Earth distinguished enough to open WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. International man of intrigue. The biggest name with a smaller than average frame.
Now hold up. Voiceover guy. You gonna do me like that?
I just read what's on page.
Yeah, you know what? You lucky you just a voice, or else you'll get the big boot little leg drop.
The star of WrestleMania Goes Hollywood cold open. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Hart.
Look, as a master storyteller, I'm here to tell you all the story. A once upon a time in Hollywood story. The stuff of legend with legends.
And then it just goes into like a big montage of all previous like big moments from WrestleMania.
That's kind of dope.
In the past.
That's
So they got Kevin Hart
so
there.
Hype. Look at
But
you
I have
guys.
Plans.
Guys, I was watching this, and what has Shem in like at least the past 5 years, maybe not 5, maybe the last 3 years, what has been universally the biggest prediction, the biggest rumor for WrestleMania, and they have never come true, especially last year?
Oh God, like The Rock showing up?
The Rock showing up.
Yeah.
If they're going to be in Hollywood this weekend and they have Kevin Hart hosting WrestleMania.
Oh, you think he shows up?
Does The Rock show up?
Oh, don't get me excited.
If there's any year
Yeah.
that The Rock shows up to WrestleMania when he's been rumored to be there last year, the year before that, it's going to be this year. It has to be.
You think so, huh?
Or is that too obvious?
Well, you know that he was rumored to wrestle this year, right, in the main event, and then that didn't happen. So this could be a way to surprise the audience since that's not happening anymore.
I don't think that The Rock is going to show up.
Well, one day ago, he's on a plane leaving LA on his Instagram.
Yeah, because he's got the XFL season happening right now. Did anybody else know that the XFL is happening right now?
Like literally on his Instagram.
The only reason I know about the XFL is from The Rock's posts.
Yeah. Like, I think they're in like week 6 of the XFL. I had no idea. Yes, I had no idea. They're in week 6.
Like,
right. But he flies all over the place all the time, right?
The Rock could have flown to Dublin yesterday and he could make it back for WrestleMania. Like, no problem.
Especially on night 2, on Sunday night.
Got that private jet.
So if anything's going to happen, it might be on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Or that just might be too obvious.
Him showing up, is that good enough, or do you need to see him fight?
I think him showing up is good enough.
Okay,
100%.
Okay, I think that's realistic.
What, like sitting in the stands with a box of popcorn?
No, just coming grabbing the mic.
Yeah,
and just
get on the mic. What's up, Hollywood?
Chewing out some guys. Yeah. Old school rock stuff, right?
Totally.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Shem, keep that phone plugged in.
Ready, bro. Ready.
It's Sunday. Wrestling group chat going to be super lit.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hello, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Hold on. We got to get to the business first of all, because we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments!
Get it off your chest.
Oh, wow. Vented Moments. This is the part of the show where at any point somebody can call in from the audience. You do not have to give us your name. You do not have to identify yourself in any way. This is the time to get something off your chest, maybe because it's something you can't say to the people you know or your coworkers. It might be a controversial opinion. Who knows? But we will give you the platform and our audience to do just that. Vent. So what do you got?
Okay. Are either of you hot beverage drinkers, like coffee, tea, any other, hot beverages?
Yes.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, do either of you watch TV and movies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm about to ruin things for you. Next time that you're watching TV, my hugest pet peeve, like this is massive for me, is the way actors carry coffee cups.
Okay.
Think about it. Like they gesture and they swing their coffee cup around. If you were carrying a steaming hot cup of like Starbucks, Tim Hortons, whatever, would you gesture like that? Wave your arm around? You'd burn the crap out of yourself.
Can you give us an example of where you've seen this recently that like totally angered you?
Not necessarily. Okay, well, I see it all the time on TV, like constantly. The next time you are watching TV, just watch for it. My worst, though, is like, and I've seen this rerun a couple times, it's Castle, where he hands, I think, what was her name, Beckett or whatever, a hot coffee. He's just gotten out of a coffee shop, hands it to her, gestures like he's burned himself, sucks it off his thing, and then makes a wild gesture. I'm like, dude, are you kidding? You're going to the hospital for third-degree burns at that point. If it was hot enough for you to, like, shake your hand off and lick it off your fingers like, oh, my God, I've just burned yourself, why would you make a grand gesture right afterwards, like, swinging your arms around? Dude, you'd oh my God. Like, I get why costume people do it so that they don't ruin the costumes. But just do me a favor, put something in the cup, like liquid, any kind of liquid. Put saran wrap on top, then put the coffee cup lid on top.
Lady, I don't know who you are, but I have done this exact same vent before.
Oh my God.
It drives me absolutely crazy.
Ross.
What?
This is not your vented moment, bro.
Let me help. Let me get in on this. I can't not. I'm with you, girl. It drives me when I'm watching something.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Roz, hold on.
Yes.
Roz and Mocha's Vented Moments!
Get it off your chest.
Welcome to Vented Moments, Roz. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm with you. I don't even know who you are, lady, but you and me are the same. When I'm watching a movie, right, could be Marvel, could be whatever, and a big HBO show, they spend tens of millions of dollars to make sure every special effect and everything is perfect, right?
And it's on point. And they can't put liquid in a coffee cup.
And and when somebody is carrying an empty Starbucks venti, you can tell it's an empty cup. The way that there is nothing in it. At least put water in it. At least, but watching somebody in $100 million movie walking around with an empty coffee cup with a lid on it that is weightless, and you can tell it's weightless, is to me like a travesty beyond.
You tell him,
Roz!
Roz!
It takes $1 million movie and makes it like a point of like zero. You couldn't put water in this cup.
Thank you.
Like, oh my God. And I get it. Like the costume department freaks out. They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Don't care.
No problem. I understand that. Put water in the cup, just plain water, okay?
Preach.
And put saran wrap or seal wrap or cling wrap or something on the top.
Okay.
And then put the lid on.
I know we're not supposed to ask questions, but my question to you, ma'am, on the phone.
Yes.
Getting this off of your chest, do you feel a little bit better?
No!
No.
Roz, do you feel better?
I don't, because I'll tell you, I'll even do you one better. I've already thought of the solution for this, of to how to give a coffee cup in a film that sort of the look of where you know somebody is holding something that is weighted. And it's not even fill it with water and put saran wrap over the top of it. It's why don't you have a fridge full of coffee cups that just have Jell-O in them?
Oh my God, that's true too. And then they've got the weight to it, and at least when you swing it,
Thank you.
it won't spill. Oh my God, you're a genius.
Thank you.
But, like,
I know.
can you
I've been told that
suggest
before.
To, like Marvel, like even in the Avengers movies, they do
All
this.
of
Like,
them.
I
hear
and
you.
It burns. Like, oh my God, I'm just so furious. I'm like, why spend millions of dollars and you can't spend like 30 cents on water?
Thank you.
And still a cup.
You and I should start a Facebook group.
Oh my
Do
God.
it. Do it.
Oh.
Do it. Lady, start that Facebook group, and you now have to invite Roz. And Roz, because you already said it, you're going to have to participate.
Yes, no problem.
Oh my God, Ross is my VP. Are you kidding? He's the vice president of the group.
I have no problem with that.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's my woman right there.
Oh, no. Catherine, the wedding's off.
No, it's not. No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Adeline, what's going on? It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good, Roz. How are you?
Good. You sound stressed. What is going on? Tell everyone why you're here.
Oh my gosh, did I know owning a puppy was so hard?
You would know. Okay. You wrote us this. First of all, talk right into your phone, dude. I don't know where it is. It sounds like it's in your armpit.
God.
Talk into your phone. Let's hear you.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Is it better?
Yes. Jesus.
All right.
You wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I just got a puppy a week ago, and having to potty train and having potty train him, he chews the pee pad every time he sniffs it, and it's been hard to get him to stop. So you're having puppy problems, huh?
That's right.
What kind of pup did you get?
I got a cockapoo.
Okay, and how old?
He's 2 months.
2 months. Okay. Have you done any research whatsoever before getting a puppy? You've read anything?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for the past year. So I've been watching, just keeping him with me. It's only been a week, so.
Okay.
And they've been telling me to keep him with me.
What are you doing? What are you doing right
I
now?
don't understand what you're saying. It sounds
Talk
like
right into your phone.
the phone is in your armpit again.
Are you lying down?
No, man, I'm up. I just woke up, actually.
Okay, where's the phone right now?
It's on my bed, right in front of my mouth.
Wait a second. Like the phone is lying down on the bed?
Yep, and I'm right in front of it.
Okay, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
It's up.
Are we on speakerphone?
Yep.
Take us off speakerphone.
Is this better? Hello?
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Hey. Talk.
You guys were quiet there.
Okay, bro.
Listen.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Do you live in a house or a condo or apartment?
I'm in a house.
You're in a house. Okay.
Okay.
So one thing that helped Jenna and I when we got our first dog 10 years ago and then our second dog 2 years ago, especially at the puppy stage, and this may work for you and help with the pee pad problem, is we were diligent with every 2 hours taking that dog outside to pee, including overnight for the first week. So it understood when we're outside, you got to take care of business. So I don't know if that would work for you and your situation, just having the puppy for 1 week, but to help get it potty trained, every 2 hours, we were up taking that dog out. Even if it was raining outside, even if there was snow outside, we were diligent about every 2 hours. And then as the days went by after that 1 or 2 week period, we kind of increased it by 2.5 hours and then 3 hours and then every 4 hours until the puppy would learn to adapt to being taken out for longer stretches of time without having to pee.
Okay.
Okay. Is your dog in a crate at all?
No, he won't stay in the crate. He tends to pee in there too, so.
Yeah. Well, because you're not taking them out enough.
Yeah, dogs are like men, okay? They thrive under structure, discipline, and routine.
Okay.
Are you taking the dog out for walks? I know the dog, just a puppy and super small, but you can't go out for hour-long walks with it, but are you getting the dog its exercise?
Yeah, I take him out 2-3 times a day, but
okay.
When I talk to people, some people tell me that it's bad because it's not vaccinated, keep him inside. I'm hearing a lot of different stuff. That's
Bro, honestly, I can't understand what you're saying because your phone sucks.
I'm thinking that maybe the problem is that the dog doesn't understand you. Because you're muffled, you're naturally muffled. Maybe you have a perfect phone, but you're just naturally muffled. Is that a possibility or no?
That is very much a possibility.
I think Mocha's right, though. I think that it just involves a lot more structure and routine. And, especially when it's a puppy, like he said, every 2 hours. And it's going to suck for a little while, but that's how you just build the routine, right? And dogs hate crates when they're puppies, and it sucks because they cry and they whiz and everything else. But you break them down.
What do you have in the crate?
I got a blanket and a couple toys. That's it.
Okay, good. Yeah. And every now and then, toss a couple of treats in there so the puppy feels a little bit more comfortable in there. Feels that the space is a safe space for it as well. That's one thing that we kind of figured that helped us out when we were training our pups. But then you might also have not to add more stress to your plate here, but you may end up having a puppy that doesn't like being in the crate. We experienced that with our first dog. Hated the crate and would cry endlessly for hours.
Really? Yeah.
Not that we left him in there for hours, but for long periods of time until we figured he wasn't a crate dog and we put him in the bathroom with a baby gate and then he was totally fine.
Right.
But that's for another FML, sir. It sounds like you need to deal with the pee problem right now. So I suggest taking your dog out at least every 2 hours. And do not come inside the house until that dog pees. You have to be disciplined with this, okay?
All right, thanks, Foco.
All right, dude. You okay, man?
No, man, I'm going to let's see how this goes.
What?
Let's see how this goes. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, listen. Thank you so much for calling. Best of luck with, what's your puppy's name, by the way?
It's Stitch.
Stitch?
Yep.
Okay, well, best of luck to you and Stitch.
Thank you.
All right,
Later,
brother.
dude.
Later.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
So they're shooting a Joker part 2 in New York right now. And it's so wild to me because I'm looking at all this footage and I don't know how you stay in character or even get something done because it's like they're shooting on a street and you would think that maybe they would shut it all down and everything. But it's like there's so many fans standing there while they're shooting this because over the weekend they shot Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn on the Joker stairs up in the Bronx, right? And this is what you'll hear right now. She's sort of singing and dancing, and then cops show up and everything else while they're filming.
Real cops?
No. Movie
cops.
cops. She's sort of walking up the stairs and then down and doing a Joker dance on those stairs that he did in the first movie. But fans are so close to this and everybody has a camera and it's crazy. I don't know how you get work done in this situation. You can hear Gaga singing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And there's hundreds of people there. So close.
Oh, wow. Gaga holding that note.
Yeah. And somebody was saying that she kept like putting her finger towards her ear. So I'm guessing she has some sort of earpiece in there so she can hear the track that they're going to be playing during that scene. So she's singing along and everything else. But instead of lip syncing, like Gaga's like really going for it.
Listen.
On the stairs,
Might
right?
as well.
So everybody in New York was all freaking out because they went back to the Joker stairs. Dammit Maury found a fan who was there, a guy named Frankie Ponce. And this is sort of his description of everything that happened.
Okay, Frankie, I am beyond jealous that you got to witness Lady Gaga, I guess, sort of act out some of her scenes for Joker.
It was honestly one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I've been a Gaga fan for a really long time. I've seen her do a lot of different stuff, but to kind of see her acting and like in action doing her thing was really awesome. I live in Brooklyn. I got word from a few friends that she was going to be filming up in the Bronx at the famous Joker steps. It's like a little area in the Bronx, super quintessential New York. She just kind of appeared at the top of the steps. It was like a magical sort of moment. And her and director Todd Phillips were walking down the steps. They were kind of like going over, what she was going to do, looking at a phone and, I guess talking about her pacing and things like that. And then she actually jumped in a car and we were all kind of like, uh-oh, is she filming today? Like, what's going on? And then it turns out the car moved about 150 feet and she got out along sort of the building that's right next to the steps. And, out of nowhere, they just started rolling with take one. And she did a little bit of like a walk. So kind of passing people on the street. Lots of like 1970s cars were filling the blocks and all of that. And she did a little bit of like a walk and then went up the steps, did a little dance. And then as she was going up the steps, these two light posts that they had, the lights kind of flickered on. So, we all kind of assumed she was filming a little bit of like an opening sequence or, something kind of like showcasing her character, the way that she walks and moves. Another little thing that was interesting was we all kind of noticed that she would repeatedly touch her ear and it seemed like she had a mic thing going on. So the little dance she did in the scene, we're presuming is with music or something with the musical aspect of it. But we couldn't hear it. I'm sure they were trying to keep that under wraps. So yeah, that was kind of like the gist of everything that we saw.
And good for
I want to know what song she was singing.
Good for the New Yorkers who live in the apartment buildings where those stairs are. Yeah. Like, no, you mean to tell me during that entire time? Because sometimes New Yorkers could be very ruthless, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody was yelling out the window, like, shut up, keep it down. I don't care who you are.
No, but there's other videos where people like honking their horns and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? Like it's just like it's. I think it's unavoidable when you're shooting on location, but it's weird to me still that they don't like shut down that whole block. I guess they can. Like I guess it's you can't just shut down. Like people live there, and because they shoot movies in my neighborhood all the time.
Yeah.
And even to just turn down my street sometimes, like I'm sitting there negotiating with like somebody in a high vis vest and a clipboard being like, I live down there. Like it's a one-way street. Like there's no other way to get to my house other than going through your production. And there's always mass confusion. And then somebody eventually, they go and get somebody who lets me down the road. But it's like, it's crazy.
There's a photographer I follow on Instagram. Her name is Maneris.
Yeah.
And she's in New York. And 4 days ago, she just so happened to be in this neighborhood where they're filming Joker Part 2.
Yeah.
And it's just Joaquin Phoenix just walking.
Just walking down the street like a regular guy.
Yeah. And look how close she is to where.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And like there's still stuff happening like all around in the background,
Yeah,
right?
It's wild. It's really, really wild to me. Yeah, when you see it like that, how close people are and yelling, Gaga! Right? Like, it's crazy.
But seeing all of this, like, it actually makes me excited now for this new movie.
Same. Me too.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, there's nothing that's being spoiled.
No.
Yet.
No.
Right? And that knowing that Gaga is going to be on the Joker steps.
Yeah.
If only we could pronounce the name of the movie.
I know. I still don't know how to say it. So
Idiots.
it's just Joker 2.
No, it's Folie à deux.
Folie à deux?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just don't want to say it because I don't want to be corrected. I don't like being corrected on things
Folie
like
à
that.
deux.
Okay, cool. What does that mean?
Joker Part 2.
Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
It's the end of the month, which means we got to look back at the month and see what's been happening. Shem, executive producer of the Roz and Mocha Show, is responsible for the Roz and Mocha monthly recaps. And we just got a text from Jolene, who's a huge fan of the Roz and Mocha Show. I believe she was named after that very same Dolly Parton song, Roz.
Questionable character, but okay.
Jolene said, I totally forgot. So excited to hear Shem's March recap.
Mm-hmm.
Shem?
Yeah, man.
I'm sitting here. Every time we do this, I never like pre-prepare for everything that happened this month. And I'm drawing a blank on everything.
That's the hardest part.
Really, right?
Yeah, remembering everything.
Really quick, before we play this song, Shem, your process for going through each of these months, do you wait till the end of the month or close to the end of the month and then look back at the big news stories or major things that you want to include? Or do you keep track starting on the first of every month of what's been happening?
So that's the hardest part about these songs, right? Is that I have to I can't start these until like towards the end of the month because there's no content otherwise. So I keep track every single day of things that happen and then pick the biggest stories.
Okay. So here we go with your March recap from our very own Shem. Yes.
That Burger King commercial played and people thought it was me. The whole thing, it was real trippy. Whopper, Whopper. Now seeing Taylor Swift and Drake in concert would be a dream. But damn, those tickets, they ain't cheap. Price is too damn high. Ted Lasso and Succession, they returned recently. The same with Scream 6 and Creed 3. Jonathan Majors, come on, man. The big movie was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Say again, the Oscars, yeah, they won a ton. This is a beacon of hope. The third for 2023. This is your March Rewind. I thought Chris Rock's stand-up was weak. This is your March Rewind. The Rock and Zachary Levi got beat. This is your March Rewind.
He ain't done yet, y'all. You get a second verse.
St. Patty's Day came and everyone was wearing green. Selena fans hate Haley Beeps. Man, can't we just all get along? Shout out to Lindsay Lohan. She's having a baby. From mean girl to a new mommy.
Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Ed Sheeran dropped a song that was heartbreaking and so sweet. I swear that song, it made me weep. Oh man, it was so good. Hugh Grant and Ashley Graham, they spoke and yikes, it wasn't fun. I guess that is it for Nordstrom. Ain't no damn discount, come on. When it's Goop, she's on trial about skis. This is your March Rewind. Jersey Shore, welcome back, Sammy. This is your March Rewind. Harry kissed Emily Ratajkowski. This is your March Rewind. March Rewind. March Rewind. March Rewind.
Your Roz and Mocha March recap from our very own Shem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Update.
Alyssa, hello. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. Good to talk to you guys again.
We got back-to-back FML updates this week. So we talked to you back in November, and you were in a long-distance relationship.
Yes.
And at the time, so you had never lived with the guy that you were in a long-distance relationship with. So he was in New Brunswick, you were in Ontario, and what you discovered when you went to see him finally is that he was a slob, and he didn't clean anything, and his bed was a mess, and there was laundry everywhere, and he just didn't keep a tidy house. And you were worried because you wanted to move in with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's first remind people, what kind of mess were you walking into on those days?
Well, yeah, definitely a lot of laundry everywhere, and just like fridge was a mess, and bathrooms not clean, litter with the litter box like everywhere because he has two cats, and just like, oh my God, yeah.
How did you feel when you were in that place?
Like I felt kind of dirty almost.
Yeah.
And when you brought it up with him, from our conversation, what I remember is that he seemed to think that he was a clean person and that he takes care of his place quite well when he needs to.
Right, yeah. And like, I guess he acknowledged when I got there, that it was a little bit messier, but that he relatively keeps it clean. I remember he would FaceTime me and show me like, look, I cleaned things up, and I'm just like, that doesn't look clean. It just doesn't.
So your fear was that if you guys moved in together, that all of this was going to now fall on your shoulders.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So what happened? Did you move in together? Is he tidy? What's going on? What's the update?
So we're not moved in together yet. Our plan is for the end of this year.
Okay.
However, the mess, it was over there, so I couldn't see it as often, but the mess is now here in Ontario because he is here for work until July, and he's staying with a cousin.
Okay.
And I see it when I go over all the time. And it's just everywhere, and it's just ridiculous.
Oh,
but,
no.
Yeah, and I tried to take your guys' advice. I mean, I did kind of implement my expectations and boundaries there, and kind of figure out a couple of ways to have a little bit of solutions, especially with the clothes on the floor, like keep a laundry basket in the bathroom, one in the bedroom, whatever, that's fine. But it only worked for like 2 weeks.
I suggested putting a tennis ball in a tube sock and hitting him with it every time you saw a mess.
I know, but I think I should wait until I get, my ring and move in with him first before I start doing that.
Oh, girl.
Now, one of the things that we had brought up was, and maybe you could clarify this, we were trying to figure out whether or not this guy was the type of person who will kind of like let the mess build up and then go on like a 1 or 2 day rampage, cleaning, and then slowly build up that mess again. Do you get that sense from him, or is he just like always messy?
Definitely get that sense from him, yeah. But there's more of an update. Honestly, there's a whole new problem now.
Okay, go. What's the whole new problem?
The whole new problem actually developed last week where we were having a discussion about the fact that he has 2 cats. I have 1 cat, which means we're going to merge these 3 cats together.
Oh, yeah.
And so the problem is that I was like, we're going to have to find a place in the house where it's not like right at the front door where we're able to keep the litter boxes so that when you walk into the house, it doesn't smell like cat litter. I hate the smell. It's like, it sucks. But I mean, I know that with having a cat, there is going to be a little bit of odor, but I was like, I don't want the whole place to smell like that. And he's like, no, that's an unrealistic expectation to have. And I'm like, I don't think it is. Because some people, they have cats and you don't even know that they have a cat.
Yeah.
Because you don't really smell it in the house. But he thinks it's completely unrealistic to expect it to stay like tidy enough where you walk in and you don't smell the smell of cats or litter. I'm like, no, it doesn't make any sense to me.
So all you said was, hey, maybe we can look for a place where there's an area in the house or apartment where we could put the litter box that maybe it's not the first thing you smell when you walk in. And he was like, no.
Well, he was just like, yeah, no, that's not going to be realistic. It's going to smell like cat all the time. I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me.
You two, Alyssa, are going to have such a fun life together.
Oh,
living under the same roof.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, but you love this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
he's
you ever
on.
just look at him and go, God, I love you, but you are a slob?
I mean, I don't actually say it to him.
No, why not though?
I've had little conversations with him, but I can only repeat myself so much.
No, but conversations don't work with guys. Those guys don't take hints.
It's true, but he also has said I'm very different when I live with a person because he's lived with people before. But he's like, when we move in together, I'm completely different.
Girl.
And I'm like,
Wait,
well,
but
I don't know about that.
You just said that he's living with his cousin right now.
Yeah.
And his place is a mess.
Right.
Okay, guys don't take hints. You can't be subtle with stuff like this, okay? They need clear language, spoken, rehearsed, sat down in their face. I love you. You are a slob. It's a problem.
Okay, well, I gotta give it a shot because, I don't know how I'm going to be able to live like that.
Yeah, what winds up happening is when resentment sets in.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and that will destroy what could be a decent relationship if you just stoned up and had an actual adult conversation with him.
And you're his girlfriend, not his mother.
Thank you.
True.
And maybe he needs to hear that. Maybe you have to say that to him.
Maybe I will, yeah. I can just say that, I'm not going to pick up after you, not your mother.
I don't believe you.
You should be able to.
I don't believe you. I don't believe
You
any
don't
of this.
believe me?
No, I don't believe any of this is going to happen.
I really do. I want to. And I've had conversations with him about it before, but it's just, and it's gone okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
why is he still a slob?
Yeah.
It's gone okay.
It hasn't gone okay.
Yeah. No, it only lasts like a week or two. It's like he forgets after 2 weeks. All of a sudden, it's just like emptied his brain.
You know how this is going to be a daily thing, so you have to implement daily routines that break him out of the slobbishness that he is so very used to.
Yeah, and then maybe I should just start implementing them now while he's living on his own so that hopefully he gets these habits ready for when we're living together.
Just tell him you're not going to go over anymore.
It's true. That too. Like, I'm just not going to come if it's not clean.
Sam, I can't sit and hang out with you. I don't find you sexy in that mess.
Yeah, that too. Oh, that'll piss him off.
Right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Say that to him.
Yeah.
Say that to him.
That's a good one. Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to write that one down.
All right, Alyssa. All the best.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Hold on. I'm here. We're all here. Hold on. Crap. I don't have my headphones on.
No, I know. You were not ready.
Not ready.
You were not ready. We'll wait. Don't you worry.
I'm excited for the long weekend.
Same.
It's like, yeah.
For God's sake.
Sorry, guys. That's very unprofessional of me. I apologize.
No.
It's just, even I'm grateful for the day off tomorrow.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But anytime we have like a day off,
Stressful though the day before a
we
holiday.
still got work to do.
You still got work to do, and then I gotta get everything that I'm gonna need for tomorrow today, because I usually buy everything that I need day of, right? Like all the food I need, everything's closed tomorrow. So now I gotta buy for 2 days, and I never buy for 2 days, and
why not?
I like going every day. I like getting things every day. It's like
make a list.
Like back in the day, you go to the market, right? Like I got to go to the market. Like that's me every single day. Every single day I go and I buy the food and things that my family will need for that day. I go every day.
All you need now is for today.
Yeah.
And then just think about what you want to have for tomorrow.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't like to do. I don't like to think a day ahead.
But guess
I
what?
like to deal with
the
today.
places that are closed don't care what you like or not. Or
Whoa,
don't like.
what are you coming at me with this aggression for, bro? I'm just saying that, like, I have a routine that I enjoy my routine.
I just feel bad for your family who's going to starve tomorrow.
My family's not going to starve tomorrow, jackass. They'd eat me before they starve, believe me. You know?
I'll have the wing.
I don't like it. I always have this fear of like, I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to go to the fridge, and the only thing in the fridge is like, I'm going to have like a Brussels sprout or two, and it's not good.
Or
yeah,
you could just make extra of what you're supposed to make today.
I thought about that.
Right? And then just leftovers. Nothing wrong with that.
I thought about
I can give you my Passover lefters. I was those sent home. Lefters? I was sent home with tons.
What's your Passover lefters?
Lefters? I have a ton of a roast. There's like a big Tupperware full of roast. Another Tupperware full of like some potato thing.
Nah, I can't take no. Was the roast like on the table and it like on a plate all served up looking beautiful, and then it didn't get eaten, and then somebody took it off the plate on the platter, and then they put it in Tupperware?
Pretty much.
No, listen, I can't. No, I could never bring myself to eat food that was served at someone else's dinner, like where it was on the table. And then they took it off the table with everybody breathing on it and being like, no, not that piece, maybe this piece. And
but it's better when you didn't see people breathe on it.
They all get pushed around and stuff like this. And then somebody, no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
No.
It room temperaturized.
No.
And then it gets put in the fridge.
No. And I don't want, I can't eat something, right, Maureen? You have to understand, I can't eat something that your dad looked at and went, oh, should I? No, too full. You know what I mean? Like I can't eat something where somebody at your family's table who I don't know looked at it and went, maybe no. Like where somebody passed on it. Like I can't.
I have
or
a
they
Tupperware.
looked at it and said, not that piece.
No,
there's a Tupperware full of matzo balls that didn't make it to the table.
I don't want matzo balls, Maureen. You're not fixing my problem here, man. No, so everything's going to be closed up tomorrow, and I got to deal with that today.
That's why you need frozen lasagnas.
No, I don't want a frozen. Are you not listening to what I'm saying?
He's not.
At all.
He's not.
At all.
I seem to have just fixed the problem.
No, man. I say I like to do things every day. That's my routine. That's what I enjoy. And when everything is closed on a Friday, okay, I feel that I'm going to screw up tomorrow for my family, and I get anxiety about it. Because I don't like to think that far ahead. One day,
your options are nothing or
Gas
roast
station.
or
Why is
lasagna?
everybody being so aggressive? I'm trying to be like, I'm not going to feed my family at the gas station.
Gourmet style.
Gourmet style.
Just jazz it up.
Please.
Right? You got all the condiments at home.
Yeah.
You know how to make a billion sauces.
Yeah,
Bechamel.
I'm gonna go to the gas station and ask for
a sub.
a gas station sub with a gluten-free bun with a side of oat milk, please, at the gas station.
Now that sounds like a good
Right.
Friday.
Also, that sounds like it would be about $75 at a gas station.
Yo, facts.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hype for this new Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
It's out everywhere. We got our advance tickets like a month ago.
You did, huh?
To watch
Good for
tomorrow.
I'm new to Mario because I only discovered Mario. Like, I only played my first Mario game maybe like 6 years ago.
Because you're a kid.
Yeah.
So why didn't you play when
I was
Nintendo...
because I was at an age,
first came
right,
out?
where when Nintendo came out, I was already playing other games on like computers and stuff like that, and Nintendo was just very primitive. And when I saw Mario, like realistically, like the people I knew that played Mario were children and girls.
Right. Okay.
Right? Like
sure.
it just, and I was into shooting things and killing things and like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So Mario just never appealed to me, right? It just seemed really primitive. And then all these years later, I have a kid, and all of a sudden, I'm like a Mario Kart guy now, and I can't get enough of it.
Oh,
Love Mario.
This movie looks so hype.
Yes.
There's one person who will not be watching the new Super Mario.
Oh no,
John Leguizamo, who starred as Luigi in the Super Mario movie back in 1993.
Oh, right.
He was Luigi.
Yes.
Bob. What's the guy's name? Bob Hoskins.
Yes.
Was Mario. And Dennis,
this is live action
live
Mario.
action. And Dennis Hopper played King Koopa.
Right.
It's a terrible movie.
It was awful.
But I didn't know John Leguizamo's got beef with Super Mario.
Really?
Yeah. So TMZ caught up with him, and you can hear there's like a bunch of noise because he's like taking pictures with fans, right? Sure. The baby crying in the background, and
Are you going to be watching Super Mario Brothers?
No, I will not be watching.
Oh my goodness!
So they could have included a Latin character. Like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking.
I know, but you know what?
They messed up the inclusion. They disincluded. I know.
Right. So what do you say to people who might actually go out and support this? Should you say, hey guys, if you stand for inclusion, maybe
just
you
catch
shouldn't?
some Latin folk. Catch some Latin folk. We're 20% of the population, the largest people of color group, and we're underrepresented, overrepresented in the worst kind of jobs, though. Oh, I know.
Right.
Yeah, sure, Bob.
So no Super Mario Brothers for you?
Hell no.
Wait a second. So, and I'm not, I just need to wrap my head around this. So he was talking about how much of a breakthrough it was that he was a Latin actor in that first 1999 Mario movie. But am I mistaken? Are the Mario and Luigi, are they Italian?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Which is why I, as well, do not understand the hatred from John Leguizamo to the new Super Mario.
Right? Like, I get it. I get all that stuff, and I love John Leguizamo.
He's great. He's funny.
He's awesome. But I don't understand the correlation between the Latin character and Luigi and how he's now pissed at Mario because of that. I don't get it.
I wonder if he's mad that because he was in the first like live action, that maybe he wasn't asked to even voice a character.
Yeah.
Right? To kind of
and
make that connection.
And I don't think it would have mattered because John Leguizamo is just such a great actor that if he's done a ton of voice stuff and he's great at it. Like, I don't know, but I don't know where the beef is, though.
Yeah, but the man is pissed.
So no Super Mario Brothers for you?
Hell no.
Hell no.
He said that with force.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, I keep trying to watch Yellow Jackets. Oh, God.
New season? Oh, you don't like it?
No.
I guess.
I don't know.
Man, you were
takes
ride
me
or die for that show last season.
The first
You
three,
and Shem.
the first three episodes I was. The first three episodes, and then I realized that this was something that they're just going to drag out because I was pissed they didn't eat people.
First three episodes of season one.
Yeah, they set up, like, my complaint with season one of Yellow Jackets was when you do a giant setup in episode one, The payoff for that has to come in season 1. You can't do this giant setup and then drag it out over seasons, right? You have to come up with better ways and new writing and new drama and new everything else. And there was no payoff really at the end of season 1. Thankfully, somebody ate somebody the other night.
Spoiler alert!
Well, it was all over everywhere, okay?
I didn't see it.
Well, that's not my problem. I'm just saying finally. And then, so I saw I'm like, I felt disgusting because I only kept going back to this show just waiting for somebody to eat a person because that's what they set up, right? So I was watching this show only,
God, I hope so.
right? I'm watching the show only to get to the part of where somebody eats someone, right? And then that makes me feel gross. Like, and it's always, and I can't watch it with my kids, so it's always like I watch it in bed. It's the last thing I watch before I fall asleep. Thank you, right?
That's some creepy stuff, bro.
It's the last thing I watch, and I'm fighting to stay awake because I'm like, damn, they haven't eaten anyone yet. Just eat somebody already.
Last night, munch?
Yeah, like a girl ate an ear, and then I fell asleep.
Just the ear?
Oh,
yeah.
You need to watch the rest of the episode,
I
man.
fell asleep, I said, because I finally, I don't even know if I'm going to finish the season. I'm just so
so what else did they eat, Shem?
Bruh. There was a feast.
Yeah?
It's disgusting.
Okay, good.
It's
Multiple,
so
like
nasty.
a feast on multiple people or one person they just devoured?
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
One person.
Okay.
And it's a feast.
Okay. Then I will go back because now I need the payoff. I need
arms, legs,
I need
stomach,
to see
what?
I need to see the feast.
It is.
I really
Nose?
do. Does it make you sick?
Listen,
because I read something. I read an article. I was reading an article where apparently the girls who shoot that show said that they were getting sick even shooting it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah?
And it's the final scene in the episode. It's nasty.
Good. Okay, cool.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
gross.
Okay, so finally I'm going to get the payoff that I need because
like a thigh. I bet they eat a thigh.
Because I've been watching this show as some sort of degenerate. Like I feel terrible for the reasons that I keep going back to this show because it's not about the characters. The writing is fine, but I don't particularly like any of the characters, even in teenage form or their grown up form. Right? I'm not rooting for anyone.
Bro,
I want.
You're selling this show.
I wish harm on most of the characters. I'm really not. They all, it's a plane crash where they're out in the wilderness. I don't particularly want any of them to get out.
Really quick, because someone just tuned in, just texted us.
Yeah.
On the Roz and Mocha text line. What show are you talking about
Yellow
where
Jackets.
someone eats someone?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets, and
Yes.
it's about
like a soccer team that gets there's a plane. They're going to a tournament, and then the plane goes down, and they all go ham on each other, right? Like they all start going crazy because they're living in the wilderness trying to survive, and it's a long winter and everything else. But they set up the show the way episode 1, season 1 was that they develop some sort of like weird girl blood cult thing where like one girl wears antlers and like it goes crazy, right? It goes off the rails.
Yeah.
But in season 1, there was no payoff for any of that.
But
and
now-
and you know that they're going to eat somebody, right? And so
according
now,
to Shem, they eat everything.
okay, good,
right?
So good, okay.
Ears, legs, ass, stomach, cheek.
She popped the ear in her mouth. It was a frozen ear, and she popped it in her mouth like it was a cracker.
No.
Yeah.
And do you hear crunching?
And it was blue, right?
Do you hear crunching?
Yeah, a little. Yeah. And then that's when I fell asleep, and I was like, okay, I got a little bit of like people eating people. Maybe I'm done with this show now. But according to Shem, I have to stick around for the buffet. Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, here we are coming up on Easter long weekend, baby.
So when it was announced that Pepsi was teaming up with Peeps, like Peeps, the marshmallow candy, that they were going to be doing a Peeps flavored Pepsi. So it's like marshmallow flavored cola. And this is the kind of thing where I just roll my eyes. So, couple things with this. This is not available in Canada. And so people in Canada who want it are buying them off things like Etsy for $42 a can.
No!
And these are not full-size cans. We're talking, when you go to the grocery store and you get the mini cans of soda?
Yeah.
These are the mini cans. Wow. $42 is what people are paying for Peeps Flavored Pepsi.
Ridiculous.
Okay? However, we have them here today. So if you are interested in buying Black Market Peep Pepsi, and you're sort of like unsure of what the flavor is, you guys are going to taste these.
222 milliliters for the Peeps Flavored Pepsi.
And it's a yellow can, too.
Yellow can. It's got a peep on it right next to the Pepsi logo.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't know if you guys want to do that now.
100 calories per can.
Yep.
Let me see here. 26 grams of sugar in this? Oh, my God.
Is that a lot? That's a lot?
Listen, man. Diabetes runs in my family. This doesn't take me over the edge.
Diabetes.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
Let's all open on the count of 3.
Yeah, I'm not having it, by the way.
Why not?
I don't like marshmallow. I don't like Peeps, and I don't like soda. No.
All right, ready?
you guys-
1, 2, 3. Happy Easter.
Okay. Oh,
it smells pretty.
okay.
See?
So, Maury, you want to go first?
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Maury's pouring his into a cup. Okay.
Most expensive drink I've ever had.
By the way, Maury found these at a place called Dank Mart.
Dank?
Yeah, Dank Mart. Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
I know. They have
That
them.
store.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it smells
big up
really-
Dank Mart.
Okay, go ahead, More. Try and then give us your review of the Peeps Pepsi, marshmallow flavored Pepsi.
It kind of just tastes like chocolate cola.
Chocolate?
Chocolate?
Oh.
Pizza
Okay.
tastes like chocolate
cola.
Okay, Mocha, you're next.
I'm going to drink straight
Go
out of the
ahead.
can.
Yeah.
Big swig, too.
Wow, guys, this is good. You want some?
I know. Roz, come
Roz,
on,
you want
man.
some?
No, I don't want any.
It just it's literally
It's not for me.
Peeps flavored Pepsi.
It is not for me.
This is really good.
Shem, you got a look on your face like you just smelled a bad smell.
This smells like not gonna lie. I hate the way this smells, but I'll try it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead, Shem.
Doesn't taste like
Yeah.
Okay, so again, the Peeps Pepsi is going for as much as $42.30 for a mini can. And in case you were on the fence as to whether to spend that for either you or your family, the reviews are in 3 across the board, I would say. Mocha's review, good.
I love it.
Maury said it tasted like chocolate. Shem said it's not.
Put that on your poster. We just wrote your ad campaign, Pepsi.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Caitlin. It's Roz and Mocha.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much
What's going on?
I can't believe I got through. I just wanted to call you guys today. It's a crazy day for me. I'm actually going to rehab tomorrow. It's been a long journey to get to this, and honestly, I wanted to thank you guys so much because you have been a huge part of that.
Oh my
every
God.
time I've been going through a hard time, it's even at the worst of times. Like honestly, I even want to say I don't even know if I would be here without you guys. You guys every single time. And I to the bottom of my heart, I wanted to thank you.
Are you comfortable talking about what it is you were dealing with in your life?
Yeah. So it's honestly, it's 2 different things. It's first, alcohol has been a huge thing in my life since I was, 14. I'm now 29. And also I've been listening to you guys since you guys started as well, and me in high school. So wow. I have to say that. But, and then recently the last couple years have been pain medications. They started recreationally, and I feel like I have an addictive personality, and I am so happy to be even on the radio to explain to everybody else out there that are maybe going through what I'm going through. It is possible to get through it. There are so many different ways that can help you that people don't even realize. If you guys are okay with it, I want to just put out there the number 211. It can help anybody in the mental health, anything. Just give them a call. They can help you with resources in your area. But yeah, those were my 2 biggest things. And I know Roz, I know you've had some experience with it as well. So yeah.
So you're off tomorrow then, right?
Yeah.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're comfortable with the fact that this may not be the only time, right?
Yes, and honestly, like I've gotten to the point where I'm thinking about my future, and I want to be there for my future. I'm currently single, so I want to have kids. I want to be with somebody, so I'm really starting to think about, I obviously don't want my future kids to have a parent that is going through this. So
What was your moment when you realized it's time?
There was so many different things happening in my life. I was in a really complicated relationship. It had been about a year and a half that I had just realized I had to get out of. I was in a job that I was in over my head. I was a manager of not the grocery store, but a department. And that can be the craziest job and the hardest because this is almost a FML type situation that I've been in. I was in over my head, and I was coming in doing 12-hour days, and I was pushing myself, and I was becoming so weak because I was using the pain medication. So I just realized, I'm either something very bad is going to happen to me soon, or I'm going to literally step up and be the person I need to be. And honestly, I have a sister who is going through something kind of similar, and I even see her going down the wrong path. And unfortunately, she still is, but I wanted to be somebody for her to see that I'm what I'm doing.
So, Caitlin, you're going into rehab as a single lady. No hooking up in rehab. You know the rules.
Yeah,
they told you that before, right?
Right.
And they will remind you.
Okay? You can't go from drinking and pills to then guys. Like, you can't make that your new thing, right? They're going to tell you all about substitutions and all of this stuff.
Yes, I have thought about that, and I had totally
bring all your ugly clothes.
Yeah, literally my sweatpants and sweaters and torn up clothes.
No hair conditioner, no makeup, no nothing. Okay?
Yeah, there's certain things that they tell me actually not to bring. No mouthwash, and I thought that was the funniest thing. So I was oh yes.
Well, because people drink it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, but you're gonna be all right. You give us a call when you're done, and we'll catch up with you. Okay?
Oh my gosh! Again, thank you guys, Roz, Mocha, Shem, Maury, everybody. I love you guys so much.
Caitlin, we do this show for people like you. We're so proud of you. If anyone hasn't told you yet how proud they are of you, just know that Roz and Mocha are very proud of you for taking this step and starting this new journey in your life. We are sending you a ton of love, and we can't wait to hear from you again, okay?
Thank you guys so much. You don't even know. Thank you.
Be proud of yourself, too, okay?
Yeah, I try to pat myself on the back. Yeah. You guys are the best.
Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for the time. Love you. Okay. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
On Kimmel last night, Brett Goldstein was a guest. Brett Goldstein, you all know as Roy Kent from
thank you.
Ted Lasso.
Yes.
He's here. He's there. He's every and where. Roy Kent.
I'm
Roy Kent.
I'm loving the new season.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah.
It is so good. And of course, like every single one of these actors and actresses on the show who've been appearing on late night television, all they get asked about is their thoughts on the last season of Ted Lasso and whether or not this is truly the last season.
This is the third season of Ted Lasso, and supposedly it's going to be the last season. Well, that doesn't seem to be have been settled.
Yeah.
But you approached it as if it was the last season.
Yeah.
Like, so was everybody sad and everything when it ended?
Oh, man. The last day, I think it was like mean of the AD, like they deliberately scheduled the last scene, had everyone in it in the locker room, and it was already an emotional scene. And then eventually they said, that's a wrap. And like 250 people, like as in set designers, like accountants, everyone involved in Ted Lasso rushed in to the locker room, and everyone hugged and everyone kissed, and we had an orgy, you know, normal stuff. And everyone was crying, and like Jason did a speech. I mean, it was very. I kept sneaking off to the shower set to have a cry so no one could see, and then I'd come back in like, why are you all crying? What's wrong with you?
So it would be weird if you did another season, even though everybody wants you to do another season. Now it's going to be like, oh, yeah, we all kind of cried for nothing.
I can't look you in the eye anymore. We can't do this.
Right? So this kind of contradicts what some of the other folks have been saying, whether or not it was last season. They were like, yeah, it's a 3-story arc, and like this is how you naturally end this part of the story.
It's kind of, you know, like I'm actually sort of saddened a little bit by the fact that it has seemed, the perception has been a little bit messy for the end of Ted Lasso. I really am, because it's quite a perfect show. And it's had a couple, you know, junky episodes here and there, but that's fine. It really is a perfect show. And to sort of not be able to go out with people still not wondering, you know, if this season is the last season, I think it's sort of like, I think it's kind of, I don't know.
Kind of weird?
No, it's just, it's sort of sad in a way, right?
Brett Goldstein, a.k.a. Roy Kent from Ted Lasso, is also the creator or co-creator of the Apple TV show Shrinking with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. And he gets asked about this show.
And I was very pleased to see your name in the credits as the co-creator of the show Shrinking, which is also on Apple TV Plus, which is a great show. With another Jason Segel, and Harrison Ford also. Yeah, and you guys just got picked up for another season of that, too. Will you be, is there any chance you will be on that show as well?
It's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
As long as it makes sense. I'm slightly wary of just forcing myself into it because I want to hang out with Harrison Ford and Jason Segel.
Have you hung out with Harrison? Have you had that chance?
I have. Harrison, and you know that the character is like, slightly, I can talk about this now. I wasn't going to talk about it, but the character has Parkinson's, and my dad has Parkinson's, and it was not something I was going to talk about sort of publicly because I'm protective of him. And but then Bill Lawrence accidentally said in the press, so I called my dad and I was like, look, I'm really sorry. Bill said that you've got Parkinson's, so it's in the public. I said I can try never speak of it again, but it's kind of up to you. And he was like, oh, I'm not ashamed. It's true. It's who I am. And he said, and if you're telling the world I'm based on Harrison Ford, say it to everyone.
That is amazing. That is Brett Goldstein talking to Kimmel last night.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is... Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Ollie, how are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's on your mind today? Tell everyone why you're here.
I was just wondering when my pregnancy became everyone in my family's pregnancy.
Oh, damn. You wrote us this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. I'm currently pregnant, and both my mom and my mother-in-law keep offloading their opinions of my pregnancy and the future of our baby. Anything from what my baby will look like to how my fiance and I plan on raising them. Wow. Anytime they are talking to me, it makes me really uncomfortable, and they keep disrespecting my boundaries when it comes to my body and my pregnancy. I don't know how to go about talking to them and make sure they are actually hearing what I'm saying.
Is this your first child?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of what either your mom or mother-in-law have said to you?
So with what my baby will look like, they really want it to be a boy, and keep making comments about my appearance, about how it's going to be a boy and XYZ, and we don't find out until next week. So there's no, it's going to be loved either way.
So why were they talking about your features and stuff?
Yeah. So they'll say that, oh, you're not as beautiful anymore. That means it must be a boy because they're taking all your beauty, or touching my belly and stuff, like even just invading my privacy. And there have been a couple times where I'll step out of the room and my fiance will talk to them, but they just don't seem to listen.
Okay, so your fiance tells them how their behavior makes the both of you really, how it makes you feel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do they say to that?
Definitely. They say that I am just being hormonal because, it's only happening when they make comments like that. So it's just, I don't know how to even try and get my opinion out there if they just think it's going to be, oh, you're pregnant, you're hormonal, that sort of thing.
Right. So I think that you have to understand that to them, their heart is in the right place, right? They are very excited. They're going to be grandparents and all of this stuff. But I think that you need to have one-on-one conversations with the people involved, not as a group, but one-on-one conversations. And I think that your husband needs to be there with you. And you need to articulate clearly to them that, A, your reluctance to sort of participate in these conversations has nothing to do with you being hormonal. What sets you off is when they start going in on you like you've done something wrong or that you don't know what you're doing, because that is what causes all the stress. And I think that they need to know your issues and your problems are not hormones, although they are, but they are not hormones. What it is the stress that they are putting on you by overstepping. And then you need to list out the things that you feel are oversteps. And whether they turn around and say, well, I don't feel that that's an overstep. I'm a grandparent. This is what grandparents do. They can feel however they want, but you have to let them know where the lines are.
That makes sense, yeah.
And individually talk to these people in their face and make sure they understand.
Yeah.
And I think that you should start with a conversation with your mom first.
Yeah, it's hard because I don't see her as often. I am typically around my mother-in-law more commonly.
Well, then whoever. But I agree with Roz. The conversation has to happen with each one of them, and it should be face to face.
I'll throw something else out there as well, and this probably isn't going to go over very well at all. But hearing the way that both of those parents are, I would set the expectation now that when you have the baby, they can all be there at the hospital and everything else. But when that baby comes home, they are going to leave you alone for a week.
Yeah, that is definitely something that's been on my mind. And that I
no mother in the house, no mother-in-law in the house. You need to do this on your own for a week. After you've been there for a week, they can come over.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm sure that they've mentioned stuff about either one or both of them wanting to be there when you bring the baby home and stay with you for a couple of nights.
Yeah, we actually do rent from like my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
We've already had that conversation with her because it is such close quarters that she seems to understand that.
Okay. Well, for now.
Because the way that this is sounding anyway, right now, is that if you think that you're doing everything wrong during pregnancy, you just wait until they start telling you that you're doing everything wrong as a mom.
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
I think you need to have the convo with each of them and express and give them examples, much like what you've laid out to us. Give them examples of things that they've said and tell them exactly how it is that those comments make you feel.
Okay, will do. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Holly. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting.
You're going to be a great mom.
Yeah, this is also the first grandbaby on either side, which is why their excitement is through the roof.
Of course. Of course. Yep.
All right, Holly. Much love to you and your family. You take care, okay?
Thank you. You as well.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Okay, hello. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
How are you? I'm doing okay.
We're doing great. Welcome to the show. We understand that you have a question. Go for it.
Okay, so my question is this. The other day while driving to work, I was listening to you guys, and I heard the Shem commercial with the Whopper. Remember that morning?
Yes.
Yeah, but then we discovered that it's not Shem singing the Whopper song.
Okay, good. And
somebody
we kind
else.
of believe that. Kind of, but okay, we'll give it to him. Well, yeah, we did confirm it's not him. Okay, so
no, hold on, Kay. We did confirm it's not him because we talked to the guy who actually sings the song.
Okay, alrighty. I'll take that. It's not him. It's some other guy.
Okay. So go ahead.
Okay, so fast forward to a few days ago. I was lying down watching TV and this ad came on. It's a Febreze car scented ad. And I'm like, oh my God, that's Shem. That's definitely Shem. That's not the Whopper guy. Okay, let's start a debate. Is that car scented air freshener voiceover commercial? Is that Shem?
Okay, hold on.
I think it is. And please don't tell me it's the Whopper guy. He's already doing burgers. This is Shem.
Okay, I have the commercial
You do?
here.
Oh, good. Okay.
The Febreze ad that
Okay.
Kay is referring to here.
Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
Okay, hold on now. Honestly, if that is not Shem, I'm going to eat my underpants.
Shem, would you like to confirm or deny? Like, is that you or is that the Whopper guy? Or to add to the multiverse, is that Scott McGilvery?
Right. Well, eat up, Roz. No, I'm just kidding. It is me.
Oh,
it is me.
There you go.
Okay, you're right.
Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
What's the and here? Can I just play you just quickly because I think we have to play the Whopper song here.
Yeah.
Just because that is Shem reading a commercial, and this is what everybody was talking about.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper.
Like, I'm sorry, that's the same guy, and I know we talked to the guy. But that's the same guy. There's another commercial that Shem reads as well, right? What's the other one? Isn't
Mary Brown.
Mary Brown's.
No,
Mary Brown's.
is there a betting one that you do?
Betting.
Oh, yeah.
Betting. Oh, bet. I think you said betting.
No.
Yeah, betting. Poker Stars.
Poker Stars. That's the other one that I hear Shem. That comes up as a pop-up, like a roll before a ton of videos that I'll watch.
So there you go, Kay. Confirmation. It is Shem's voice that you hear in the new Febreze commercial.
Thank
I'm good. I knew it. But for a quick second, I'm like, please don't let it be the burger guy. Come on.
Love you, Kay.
Bye. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to talk about Canada's Got Talent from last night.
How was it?
It was good, man.
Was it?
Yeah. Another golden buzzer moment. We'll get to that in a sec.
Oh, damn. And the judges only get one gold, like each, right? Is
Correct.
that the deal? Okay.
Yeah. And week one, Howie gave a golden buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, Trish Stratus gave a golden buzzer. Already. And then now week 3, there's another golden buzzer.
Wow.
So we'll get to that in a second. There's a woman who went up on stage. She didn't make it through. But I think why everyone kind of fell in love with her is just her honesty. And the song's not the best song, but she's still...
You're really setting this poor woman up.
No, she went up there and she did her thing and she got applause from the crowd, right?
Okay.
Listen to this.
My name is Seema Saxena, and I'm from Victoria, BC.
And what do you do in Victoria?
I'm a mother of 2.
Oh, wonderful. What is the dream?
The dream is to do something before I die. I mean,
I'm like that too.
So she's just standing there, microphone, beautiful, everyone paying attention, and then this happens.
Mom, 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 my mom, my mom.
She wrote a song about her mother.
My mom, hello.
I was not expecting that.
My mom, my mom. Mom was 2 when she lost her mom. She was raised by her sister-in-law. Thought she would be kind. No, she had other things on mind. Mom, 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 my mom, how lovely, how caring. My mom, my mom. Mom's childhood was full of pain. She was treated like a man, sister-in-law.
This, by the way, this is not the golden buzzer moment from CGT last night.
But by luck, Mom found a good husband. All her pain was gone after that, and she came out of that hell.
Wait, what happened? The mom did what?
I don't know. There's some parts of the song I don't understand what she's saying.
Mom found a good husband.
Killed her husband.
All her pain was gone after that, and she came out of that hell.
She came off of something?
Hold on.
Did she say that she killed her husband? And the pain, and then the pain was gone?
Mom found a good husband.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, killed husband.
All her pain was gone after that, and she came out of that hell.
And then she what? She came off the hill?
She came off bail, you're right.
Anyway, like the people who were into it, I don't know if everybody like fully understood the words.
She's working through some stuff on that stage, huh?
Is she just admitting, like, throwing her mom under the bus?
I don't know.
I feel like a crime was just.
I really do. Like she, like, and
She
and
was
I know,
celebrated,
and
though, last night.
I know you really do want to celebrate people for the courage and even just getting up there. But I think that the sort of clapping along, like there was a lot of stuff going on in what that woman was doing, and I think people didn't really know what was happening.
And they were just like, let's cheer this woman on who's given it her all, even though we don't understand what she's.
Now that it's aired, do you think there's going to be a problem?
No, I don't know. In the moment, though, I think that people were just very confused and nobody wanted to do anything other than support this woman.
Yeah, no one wanted to boo the mom from BC going up there singing a song about her own mother.
Oh my God.
Not knowing fully that some of the words included that her mother killed her father. This is CGT last night. And then you get to a woman with her guitar. Her name is Anika. She's from New Brunswick.
I'm Anika. I'm from New Brunswick, and I'm a singer. The reason I love what I do is because it seems to have been with me since I was a child. You know, I always thought I was a good kid, but I tried to remain invisible. Looking back on my childhood, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Screaming and nothing comes out, don't know when to ask for help.
It was horrible abuse that I endured as a child. I was in 9 foster homes. However, the last one that I was in, they bought me a guitar. I couldn't even believe that it was mine. Music helped me make sense of everything I've been through. It literally gave me a voice. It's so crazy for me right now to think that I don't want to be invisible anymore.
So that is Anika from New Brunswick telling her story on CGT last night. And then she gets up on the stage and does her rendition of Unstoppable by Sia.
Okay, this chick is bad at.
All smiles, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down into the nighttime. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you just what you wanna hear. Leave my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I'm unstoppable.
And it's at this point, they're showing like the crowd, shots of the crowd. This is CGT last night, by the way. And they're showing like the judges. And everyone's just like surprised by the way she's singing this rendition. And then Lindsay L., the host of CGT, because she gets a golden buzzer moment.
I forgot about that.
Right? She walks out, heads straight to the judges' table. And this woman that was singing realizes what's happening, is super surprised.
Really?
Anika, you have been through so much. And as someone who is a survivor and has also been through so much in her childhood, I know what it is like to go through difficulty and be able to channel it into something like music. You are such an inspiration for everybody in this room, for all of the millions of people watching. Thank you for being you. And thank you for channeling your beautiful heart into your music. You deserve to be on that stage. You deserve to be on a worldwide stage.
Thank you.
And then boom, golden buzzer, confetti's flying, everyone's celebrating. This woman is like bawling. It was another third week in a row, golden buzzer moment on CGT.
And have they all been singers?
They've all been singers.
They've all been singers.
Yeah, incredible.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Big day for Keegan Michael Key. He's got 2 projects out today. He was on Fallon last night talking about both of them. The first one is the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is in theaters today. And Keegan-Michael Key voices the character of Toad, little mushroom guy, right? Sounds like this.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Right?
Yeah.
So in talking about preparing for that role and how he was able to get his voice that way is one of the questions that Fallon asked.
Well, it's funny. I first spent some time trying to actually impersonate a friend of mine. And he does this thing with his vocal patterns where he'll emphasize the wrong word in a sentence. Or if he's saying a word, it's always like not in the right place. And so I worked with that a little bit, and then I went to the director and I started doing that. The director's like, "That's cool, I like that. Can you get the voice a little bit higher?" And I was just like, yeah, sure, I can get it a little bit higher. And he's like, Can you get it a little bit higher than that? And I was like, yeah, I can get it higher than that if you want me to get higher than that. Can you get the voice even higher than that? Yeah, sure, we can get all the way up. And then I was just like, maintaining it might be a different thing.
Because when you watch any of the trailers that they released for the Super Mario movie, like Toad is basically guiding Mario through the world. So there's a lot of Keegan-Michael Key in this movie.
That's awesome.
The other thing he was talking about on Fallon, and this was like a big shock because I didn't even see the trailer until after they mentioned this, but Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong were in Apple TV's Schmigadoon.
Love that show.
Right? So season 2 is out today.
Is it?
Yes. On Apple TV. Listen to this.
Let's talk about Schmigadoon.
Yes.
Schmigadoon season 2.
Thank you.
You and Cecily Strong, you are now found in a place called Schmicago.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, we're now in Schmicago. We've left Schmigadoon. We are now in Schmicago.
Yeah.
And Schmicago is a much different place than Schmigadoon. It is a darker, edgier, seedier, grittier place.
Yeah.
And what we've done is all of the musicals from the 40s and 50s, that golden age of Hollywood and golden age of Hollywood musicals was the first season. This season is the 60s and 70s musicals. So stuff like Sweet Charity and Jesus Christ Superstar and Hair and Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd,
That's
what I'm talking about.
So it's going to be these darker musicals.
Oh, no.
And have you guys, like, no one else has watched Schmigadoon yet, right?
I
Like,
have.
Have you?
Yeah.
So,
I love this show.
I'm not a fan of musicals whatsoever, but this Schmigadoon show, not only is it hilarious, but like the music in it is like awesome. Like I enjoyed watching all of season 1.
Yes.
Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong make their way through the woods, through the forest, and then they find, like, they go through some sort of a portal, and they end up in this place called Schmigadoon, where all the characters are very much, not animated like drawing, but like their personality is very animated, and they get through things using song.
Yeah.
Great production. All the original cast from season 1, they're all back.
Just now
for
in,
season
in
2, just
Chicago?
different. Just in Chicago. This is part of the trailer.
Chicago?
Welcome to Chicago.
This is very different.
Now our heroes enter the city of Chicago. Who is he talking to?
At one point, a lot of musicals had narrators. Sorry, go ahead.
Really? Do I have your permission? Uh-oh. He's peppery.
Clearly, we're in the next era of musicals here.
Do we shock you?
These musicals are darker, with more sex.
Oh, yay.
And violence.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And then there's a murder that the two of them have to figure out.
Amazing.
But that is Keegan-Michael Key on Found Last Night talking about 2 projects that he's in that are both out today. Season 2 of Schmigadoon on Apple TV. And then, of course, he plays Toad in the Super Mario movie.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's this art exhibit happening in Australia where they have a VR death experience.
Excuse me?
Feature. It gives people a taste of what it's like to die. This artist created an exhibit called Passing Electrical Storms, which guides participants through a simulated de-escalation of life from cardiac arrest to brain death. You're asked to lie down on a fake hospital bed and hooked up to a heart rate monitor. And apparently the simulation can be so unsettling that there are staff on hand to, quote, pull you out if it gets too uncomfortable.
Well, so what do they do?
And what they've done is gathered information from all sorts of people all over the world who have described their near-death experience. Right? People talking about, they've experienced, they're seeing themselves from like hovering over their bodies, seeing themselves in meadows, or just what it's like to slip away, seeing a light, and then maybe coming back after a while. And one person who went to the art exhibit posted this on TikTok.
I can see how people were saying it caused anxiety and panic. Definitely borderlines that. They do put your finger on a heart rate monitor and they tell you to raise your hand if you've had enough or you want to quit. What happens is you're laying down, the bed vibrates, you flatline, doctors come over the top of you, you can see yourself in the goggles and they try to revive you. It doesn't work, then you float up out past them into space, and it keeps going, but I won't spoil it all.
And in the video, you see this room with I think it was 6 or 7 people laying on the hospital beds and other people walking around monitoring, and they're hooked up to stuff and they got the VR goggles on and everything.
But they're not actually doing anything physically to you.
No.
You're not feeling pain.
You're not actually in some sort of distress where they.
I think it's just. I just think it it just messes with your mind, right?
Does it though? If you're floating up,
really? As most VR, man, you don't see people wearing them VR things and they're trying to walk across a plank.
No. But I understand. I would be like, oh my God, I'm floating. But I would never be like, oh my God, I'm dead. Come on.
Well, nobody's saying that you're dead.
No, but it's the experience.
It's the experience.
Right.
Based on the information they've gathered.
Right, but
from
how
other
would that,
people.
right, but I don't understand. I think that you would have to be an extremely weak-minded person to have that bother you. Where you would be like, it's too much.
I think if it was VR and you're in a coffin and feeling the coffin go down or something, that's different than floating to heaven.
Yeah, I think that you would, I think for the people that are getting,
Pulled out?
Come on.
Well, people are into it. It's this art exhibit in Australia, right?
I tried. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Art lovers, right?
What are you saying?
Just everything is so beautiful. Right?
They give in. They give into the experience.
Yeah, of course that you have to. I think in order for something like that, this is only good for the perfect type of person.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to be in that environment, understand what's going on, and give in to whatever that thing is.
Yes. You
the
have
VR
to be
death experience.
100% where you're like, I want to experience this very specific thing, as opposed to taking somebody who, goes in with no preconceived notions,
right?
Or somebody who goes in who has no interest in experiencing that. This isn't something that's going to transform somebody who is a skeptic or somebody who you're just floating. It's basic VR. I understand the roller coaster VR, or when you're on the VR and they make you walk across a super tall plank and you see grannies on TikTok falling, right? And taking out a TV with them. I understand that stuff.
The boxing one, the old uncles boxing and knocking themselves out.
Come on. I love, I can watch people in their living rooms breaking stuff on VR, all day. It's the funniest thing.
It really
right?
is.
You know where you are, right? But I don't see this as being so encompassing because you're not a participant in it, right?
No, you're just yeah. Again, to your point, you have to be there with the mindset in the environment.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't nobody out there being like, oh, I wonder what it's like to get a cardiac arrest.
No. Now, this was we're going to teach you what it's like to die. and, you know, they put the VR goggles in and somebody breaks in the room and tries to murder you and you have to keep running.
Oh, no,
right?
No.
Like, to me.
No. I don't need to end up on TikTok running into a wall that way.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I started watching the coolest show last night, man.
Oh, hit us.
It's called Beef.
Oh, who's in that? I just saw an ad pop up for that
Ali
on
Wong
YouTube.
and Stephen Yen. It's the same company that did Everything Everywhere All at Once and like all the other coolest movies that have
Sorry, it's
come
a show
out.
or it's a
It's
movie?
a show.
Okay,
on
and what's it about?
Netflix. It is about two people living in Los Angeles who are sort of at a crossroads in their own lives, who, after a sort of chance encounter in a parking lot at a big box store, start feuding.
What?
Over a road rage incident.
Oh, yes, I'm into it.
And it is like when you say dark comedy, like I know dark comedy is sort of like an umbrella term for things. Like this is a dark comedy. Like it's funny as hell, but the dark parts are dark. It's so
Like disturbing dark?
No, not disturbing dark, but like emotionally disturbing dark.
Oh.
Yeah, because you have to have like
they really mess with each other?
Like no, they it's sort of like it's what they're going on in their own lives, like what they have going on in their own lives for why they were so susceptible to a road rage incident.
Oh, so you understand the trigger.
You do, and it's sort of heartbreaking for both of them, but like it is like it's so crazy good, this show, and the writing is like out of this world good.
Yeah.
It may be like I would say well over a year there's not been a show on television that's this good.
Beef on Netflix.
It's called Beef. Yeah, and I don't know when it comes out. It comes out in like soon.
Oh, because you still got special Netflix.
Yeah. It
You
comes
get the
out
stuff
soon
early.
though. Comes out soon.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't watch the trailer yet, but I
Like,
saw it popped up on my.
When does it
YouTube
drop?
here.
Looks like it says Thursday.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
there you go. Yeah, but oh my God, like it is beyond. Like I watched the first 2 episodes, and it is
Long
so,
episodes?
Yeah, they're like I think like 40 minutes or something like that,
okay.
like somewhere
Full-
around there.
Full show.
But it is so good, like the pettiness, and you know me and pettiness.
You love. They might as well have just called the show Petty.
Oh, I love pettiness, but it's two strangers who wind up hating each other before they even know who the other person is. It's like that kind of like road rage / like imagine somebody where like you're just at the wrong time at the wrong day in the wrong headspace and somebody wrongs you in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Imagine the extreme that you would take that sort of rage in life, and not just that day. I mean multiple days where you focus your entire life to.
Wow. No wonder you like this.
Bro, I'm telling you.
This is you right there.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha.
Oh, my God. Hello.
You good?
Yeah, good. Well, kind of.
Having a rough day, huh?
Just a bit.
Yeah. You text said, shouldn't have shared the lamb chops with Bear. However small, because Vomit McVomit puked in his crate. FFS.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was just starting to clean it up, and it's disgusting.
Okay, so wait a second. So the dog's name is Bear?
The dog's name is Bear.
Okay,
Yeah.
not the child's name.
No, not the child's
Okay.
name. No, that would be that would be a bit easier, but no, because he's 15. But the dog is a 3-year-old German Shepherd who likes to steal lamb chops on a Sunday.
Okay, so you had lamb chops last night. The dog stole them, and then the dog barfed them all up, and that's how you're starting your day.
And that's how I'm starting my day. And today's my day off, so joyful.
Oh, no.
So, so when normally when a dog throws up, right, you're sort of used to it. It's like dog food, right?
Sure.
Like you sort of get desensitized to it a little bit. When it's lamb chops, what makes it different from regular vomit?
It's quite. This is gross, and I haven't eaten yet, so I can probably describe it. It's very yellow and lumpy.
Oh, like Maury. Maury's letting. Where did you hear? How did you not hear that?
I was editing some.
Oh my God! Pay attention to the show.
I know.
I crushed. Okay, so so you're tidying up yellow lumpy vomit.
Yeah.
Okay, and
who are you meaning to text, by the way?
Yeah.
Because you accidentally texted us.
My husband, because I usually the last text is to him, but it was to you. And then I just automatically was like, vomit face again. Because the same thing happened last Monday when we had roast beef on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So clearly, like, my bear is not allowed anywhere near the Sunday roasts anymore or Sunday barbecue.
No, but you're the one. You are the one. You or your husband are the ones that are taking the food from the plate that's on the table and, like, sharing it with Bear.
Yeah, can we blame my husband on that one, though?
Sure.
Alex.
Sure. All right. What were you planning on doing with your day off other than, like, cleaning up dog puke?
Well, I have a nice massage at 12 o'clock, and I was going to do a bit of cleaning. So, you know, I can look forward to that at least.
Oh, no.
Well, good luck with everything. By the way, what's your tools of choice? Like, is it a spatula? Is it just paper towel? Like, what do you?
Well, okay, well, that's the worst thing about it. So it's in we have an extra large crate. So he was in his crate. So I have to unclip the crate and pull out but that's fine. I can pull it out and it can stay horizontal. But the patio door's not quite wide enough, so I have to quickly tip it to get it outside to hose it down without. You know, it's a game. It's, you know.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah,
that's a lot of that's what she says in that sentence, lady. Yo, I feel your pain, too, because with our dogs, both of them, especially the little one, Leo, when he throws up, when he was in his crate, we did the exact same dance where you had to unclip it carefully and make sure you pull the base of the crate out and not get any of the drippage from the puke to fall on the ground. I feel you.
My husband has somehow trained our dog Andy to tell us when he's going to barf.
Really?
Look at that.
And he'll go, Matthew will say, Andy, are you going to throw up? Mm-hmm. Are you going to throw up? And he looks at him and does some sort of thing. And then Matthew knows when he's going to barf.
But is it because the dog's already doing something?
No,
like
he knows before he starts making that weird sound.
Oh, wow.
It's fascinating.
Wow, he runs a tight household, that guy, huh? Jeez.
Yeah. Well, come and clean it up if you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry that your day is starting off like this, but at least you have something wonderful to look forward to with your massage later.
Oh, my God. Thank you. I can't believe what you guys call me.
Have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.